Jennifer from the Wooster branch of the Wayne County Public Library. Today I'd like to show you how to make a fairly simple but creative little card that might be a fun family project over the holidays if you're looking for something to do. This is going to be a take and make kit Monday, December 18th. So you'd be welcome to come and pick up one of those kits. Actually, I think that one might be registration, so double check the calendar of events. But you can also just pick up the instructions for it and give it a try at home. And that is going to be a little quilt block card that uses scrap papers that kind of work well together but have a little bit of a punch to them. So I've got a couple of bold prints on the outside, some solids, some that read as solids, but just fun little cards that look cozy and warm for your winter note cards. So what you'll need for it is, as always, 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock cut in half. I've got the pattern drawn on here. This is the pattern that comes in the kit. But what it is basically is a 2.5-inch square. And then everything is in 1/2-inch strips. It's just building up from a little 1/2-inch square in the center to half-inch strips working its way all around it. You will also need a selection of really pretty papers to use. You're not going to need much. I mean, at the most, you're going to need a couple of 1/2-inch strips. You will need glue. This is actually the usual Elmer's glue, but it comes out in a nice fine line, so this is a good one to use for this. You can also use a glue stick. And it's probably going to help to have a pair of scissors just to trim your paper as you go along. So, with all of that, let's go ahead and get started. As I said, I went ahead and drew the pattern directly onto my card. You don't have to, but I find it is helpful to give you a little bit of guidance as to where you're putting pieces. You can either do this just with a ruler and figure out your 1/2-inch markings, or make photocopies of the pattern directly onto the cardstock if that's what works for you. I've already cut out pieces of paper. I'm going to start with this pretty silvery gray in the middle. And one thing you can do when you're cutting things out is, for example, if you've got a paper that has interesting patterns in it, you can cut them specifically to get a bit of that pattern into your piece. So this piece is going to go right here. If you've got stripes, you can decide, maybe you want to go ahead and cut them so the stripes are going, let's see, this is going to be, I don't remember where that goes. Hopefully it's long enough, we'll see. And then I've got some other pieces as well. So let's see if I can put this in order in the way I was thinking about it to begin with. I'm going to start in the middle, and if I can get my glue cap off, there we go. Just a light bit of glue. All right, so we've got that. Now, the way you're building it up is you do the center, and then on one edge, you're going to do a square of the same size. Then your next piece is going to be, you work going in a spiral, so your next piece is going to go along the edge of both of these pieces. And then your next piece will go along the edge here. All right, this is where I need to do a little trim. All right, so if it goes over a little bit, that's okay because the next piece is going to cover that edge. And then I want to do this one. So let's go ahead and get the glue down for that. All right, and since I've done this side, I'm going to do over here. I forgot to put in a line. That's okay. And let's trim a little off here. You can see why it helps to have the pieces cut ahead of time, because then it's just real easy to get them all glued down and get it done really quickly. All right, my last piece is going to be this really gorgeous paper. So let's see what we've got here. I'm going to go across the top. I probably should have laid it down the other way. I have the extra over here. Let's see if I can get this real close. Aha, got it. All right. And our last piece is going to go over here. And I'll trim off that one. And there we go. That's all there is to it. It's just a matter of having all of your pieces prepared. So you could try that with Christmas wrapping paper that's left over. You could try that with different kinds of scrapbooking paper. Or, as I said, you can pick up the kit and we'll have a bunch of different cool arty papers for you to play with in this one. So I hope you will be able to give this a try, whether it's at the holidays or another time this winter when you just need a quick little project for a pick-me-up. And in the meantime, I hope that this winter you will stay healthy, be kind, and get creative. Bye-bye.